Hi everyone, and welcome to Big Ideas Growing Minds. We are so happy you are here. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our videos. Your support means the world to us. And with that out of the way, let's begin the video. Language is a critical part of our everyday lives, and as you are pressing play on this video, people all over the world are trying to learn new languages. A common problem for language learners is that many end up studying for years without getting to a point where they feel confident enough to initiate a conversation in their newly acquired language. Maybe it has happened to you as well. Today's big idea comes from Benny Lewis. Benny is the author of the book Fluent in 3 months, where he shares his lightning-quick approach to learning a new language. According to Lewis, the one thing that has the biggest impact when learning a new language is a passion for the language itself, and nothing creates passion for a language more than using it. Striving for perfection and fluency will get you nowhere. So, start speaking your new language already from day one. Granted, this seems scary, but try to accept your current skill level and use your whole body to communicate. And since there will always be more words to be remembered, new grammar to learn, and accents to perfect, the trick is just to throw yourself into it. Any energy you put into investigating where to begin will always be much better spent by just getting started. And remember, language is a means of communication, and the only way you can fail is if you don't try. Lewis suggests that you begin with deciding how fluent you want to be. Is your goal to order food at restaurants and be polite while traveling? Or do you need to be fluent in business meetings and have complex conversations with local officials? Once you have your long-term ambition, break it up in manageable short-term goals. No more vague plans like, I will learn Spanish within the next year. Invent mini missions instead and be specific with what you are aiming for. Like, for example, I will learn 10 new phrases in Spanish this week. And don't bother spending a lot of money on an expensive language course. Instead, buy a simple phrase book or find a cheap or free course and get started. A great method for learning many new words is to create flashcards with the most relevant words and study them intensely. If you encounter a word you already know, great, put it in the bottom of the pack. If there is a word you couldn't remember, put it right back on top and try again until you get it right. Lewis also introduces something called the keyword method, a memorizing technique where you associate visual images with something that sounds like the word you want to remember. You do this by creating an amusing image or a story that relates to that which you want to remember. For example, if you want to remember that the French word for train station is gare, you can imagine the famous cartoon character Garfield creating chaos in a train station in France. Here are a couple more tips and tricks for rapid language learning. Integrate your language learning into your day-to-day living. Make the time and devote your full attention. Hang out with foreign friends and insist on speaking their language. Listen to music and watch videos from the countries where the language you are trying to learn is spoken. Go to international chat rooms and initiate conversations with native speakers. And remember, there is no such thing as a language gene. You cannot be bad at learning languages. It is all a mindset. Let's end with the quote, "You don't know a language, you live it. You don't learn a language, you get used to it." And with that, we conclude this video on Fluent in 3 months by Benny Lewis. We hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give it a like. Take care and see you soon.